Alright, so I attempted to short AR. AR moved 13% up from here so far, from what we see. And then we do a count on here. What we're seeing is this is 1, this is 2 down there. That finishes right around there. Right there. Go into a lower time frame. We can easily see that it's making a 5 count in here. Somewhere in there is a 1. I believe it's a 1. This is most likely a 2. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make the 3, the 4, and there might be still a 5th wave touch. I'm looking here. This is a 1. This is the hard part to count. 1, 2. This is making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. 3. And this is now A, B, C to make the 4. And I believe that the 5 is up there, or it already happened. Okay, so the 5th is already in play. And I think that's the 5th wave, because if you take a look at the EMAs, okay, the 30-second EMA, for example, the 15-second to be exact, okay, you see that here is an EMA intersection, here's another, right? So it's always going to bounce off of an EMA. Do you see that? Right where around here it is. So it's like there and there. So that's got to be waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's confirm that wave 3 is bigger than wave 1. Wave 3 hits exactly 1618 above it, around there. And wave 5, it's actually a bigger wave. So that's the confusing one. Right, we're not really sure exactly. Wave 5 is a lot bigger. So wave 5 is the biggest wave if that were the case. So we don't know if that's actually the top or not. But I risked it. I risked it anyways. So we see that wave 5 is bigger than wave 3. That's fine. Which might mean that it might extend. I'm in it just for a little bit right now. It's nothing substantial. We see that 30-second chart's coming down. The 2-minute chart's about to come down. Waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? So this ends up breaking to the downside. We're going to get a really nice drop here. We also get a resistance here. Somewhat of a resistance. It looks like it's on its way down, to be honest. This is a pretty decent coin. Someone says Zen looks good. Zen's already too late. These are hard coins to short, to be honest. Zen moved up a full 15% already. I couldn't tell you, I couldn't break down this for you, but that's hard. That's a really hard one to break down. This one's more differentiable. So now we're getting a drop. See that? Beautiful. Up $100. I'm in it for only ×1 leverage. I'm playing a $56,000 position. Got a bankroll of 76K today. So just wanting a small drop to the downside. Clearing all this up. Assuming this is the 5-wave structure right here. Like that. We're going to assume a small drop to maybe 382 or so. A little bit lower perhaps. We're now seeing it drop to the bottom side on the 15-second chart here. See here, before it was supporting hard above, say, the 55 EMA. It bounces above it, stays above. Here it bounces right at the 55 EMA on the 15-second chart. Here it's getting a lot of resistance. See this? The resistance to go up, that is. So it wants to break below this 55 EMA. Okay, we're starting to see somewhat of a break to the downside now. I'm pretty confident about this break still. I'm up $315 only. But if you look on the lower time frame, you're starting to see this support right here. This support that wants to be hammered. Sometimes you have to really zoom in. Maybe not necessarily there, but right around there. Let's see if this makes a descending type of triangle and pops to the downside. Nice, it breaks to the downside here now, finally. It just smashed this support, no fucks given. And it's just completely dropping now. Let's see if it's because of Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's dropping. Bitcoin hits a golden ratio. That's the exciting thing. Okay, you gotta go on the low time frame. See from this rally up there, okay, from right up there, and it comes down. This entire wave structure hits a golden ratio, so the entire market drops with it as well. I'm up about $715. That's a really good scalp to have taken, considering the position size was only $52,000. So do you see why I entered the trade here? I entered the trade on AR because of the 5-wave count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of people will have entered right there on this one, but that's one that you got to really be able to tell the difference. Okay, you got to see it on a low time frame. You have to be able to identify the channel in here. 3, 4, 5. I think that was the channel there. So that makes the 3. The 4 is bigger. The 1's really sharp, and the 2 comes down there. Or sorry, the 1 up there. The 2 comes down. 3 goes up. 4 all the way there, and I believe that's the 5 truncated up there. So now we're getting a pretty good momentum drop to the downside. Let's see if it continues. I'm gonna go for, yeah, definitely it's gonna continue. So let's go for a close, a really, really quick close here of around 6.5. I want to make dinner. So 2,000 coins at 6.5. But first, let's check the let's check the fib structure of the entire wave to the upside. I'm gonna clear all this out, get to the fib up here. We see that it's hitting around the 236 already. Okay, so there might be a chance it's still gonna hit the 3.2, lower perhaps. A good place would probably be right here to take a profit, in my opinion. 262, even better. So now we're bouncing above the 1 minute 55 EMA. It's trying to get back up to this particular zone right here. Right there where it just broke down. So let's see if it actually has momentum to hit that. So the pressure is building up to come to the downside. But the 1 minute 55 EMA is definitely acting as a resistance here. Or sorry, a support to come down. If I close mine at 26.5 here, I'm going to make about $1,000. That'll be a good trade today. On top of the one I made earlier today for 1,500. I'm not greedy. I like taking my profit early just to kind of get out of the trade sometimes. The 1 minute's still going down, but the 30-second looks like it's going up now, right? So it might start cascading over to the higher time frames and just go boom to the upside. If that happens, bad. But this red line that I drew here is certainly acting as a resistance. That's really good. I saw the gap here. There's a gap in between right here. See that gap between the candle? That there is huge, okay? That's a really big indication that it's most likely going to drop to the downside. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's not dropping right now, so it's independent of that event. So here's 15.6 right here. Just about to close my position, which is very, very nice. There we go, it's closing. It's coming down a little bit more. Just trying to poke here. A little bit more to the downside. There we go, 1526.54. So this was a strong Elliott wave count that's most likely going to get decimated. We're at the 26.53 ranges. I'm not a big position. It's a really low volume coin. Okay, very low volume coin, so chances are it's definitely going to drop. It's not even at the 382 fib structure, so I think it still has a chance. There we go. The 1 minute's definitely trending to the downside. I don't think there's a chance here for the bulls. We're just trying to break that tiny little resistance here that you see from that wick. See this wick right there that makes a support? So once that breaks, hit the 0.5 range and we're golden. I don't want to take my chances and go too early. So now it's just about to pop. Lots of hesitation to come down. It's very intense every time I'm trying to close a position because sometimes I miss my position close by pennies. So it's this wick right here is causing a little bit of issues. Here's the 2.6 ranges, back up to the 3s, 5.3, 5.2 ranges, 2.4 it hit, but right back to the 5.4, 2.3 now. That was a lower price. Now we're consistently in the 2 ranges. See the 5.2, 5.2, So it got a little bit lower. The bulls are definitely not hammering. They're trying to hold it up right now, but the bears are consistently holding it, pushing it back down. Back to the 5.3s, 5.4s now. Gets back up there a little bit. I think that this is going to be the push down right here. 5.1s. 5.1s get hit. So you can just tell based off price action, 5.12s get hit. So I'm just coming up here a little bit. The 5.19 ranges. The wicks are still getting bigger. There we go. It's getting more consistent. We broke that low of that wick earlier. Big support coming up here, but that support is more like going to encourage the bears to just drive it down. I see myself on the screen now. There we go. I'm coming up right here. It's moving closer to me, but a wick ends up happening. Slightly pushes the price back up. I'm starting to see myself on the screen a lot more here now. There we go. Consistently moving up. Right? People are still driving it to the downside, but I'm not getting my close that I want. The wick is getting larger and larger into a hammer candle to Dragonfly Doji. That's not good for me. So this could actually be the reversal candle. Look, it might be the 15 seconds crossing up now. Do you see that? 15 seconds just about to cross up. It needs to consistently be coming to the downside still. Needs about 30 more seconds to come down. There's the 5-2, 5-1s. There's me again. Okay, there we go. It's trying. Nope, we ends up holding. This is the ending diagonal probably that happens. And now we're probably going to spike up. Nope, we didn't. A little bit of my position is not being touched yet. Not yet. None of my position. Actually, 10 of my positions. There we go. We're just about to break. And we end up closing my position here for $1,000. Cheers, guys.